What up, what up, what up? Thank you for tuning in to the Swish Masters Podcast, and thank you to our sponsor, SS96. Visit ss96.net and use the promo code Swish Masters for 15% off. Yeah, that's right, you heard me right. 15% off on all store items. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need, SS96 has it. Also, don't forget to go and check out that music from Straight Stoner, produced by yours truly. You know what it is, Gut Gang, mobbing, sleepwalking. We out here. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 2022 NBA Draft at Barclays Center.
The next generation of NBA stars will realize their dreams, including 3 freshmen who are expected to go 1, 2, and 3 for just the 6th time in draft history.
Jabari Smith, he's a gem out of Auburn.
Everyone is saying you are the #1 overall pick. Does that make you more excited or more anxious?
A little bit of both. You know what I mean? A lot of pressure comes with being #1, but that's something I'm ready for, and I'm just excited to see how it unfolds.
With the first pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero from Duke University.
Surprising a few, because Jabari Smith was the guy that many people were targeting here. You saw Paolo's reaction. He was even surprised, Stephen A.
You draft somebody like him, it ain't just because of his talent, Jalen. It's because you're thinking culture.
So you end up going #1. We all saw the chatter. What do you think was the difference maker?
I wanted to be #1, but I also wasn't going to be upset wherever I went. So all I can say is Orlando's going to get 110% from me.
Now all of a sudden Oklahoma City probably didn't expect that it was going to be Smith or Holmgren. So that is a big shakeup at the top from what we thought it was going to be.
With the second pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga University.
Chet, the highest drafted player in Gonzaga program history, now at #2. You're going to hear this word a lot. At 7 feet tall, 195 pounds, that word is unicorn.
It's a mix of 1,000 emotions, and yet I have 0 words to explain it. OKC Thunder, let's work. Let's work.
With the third pick, the Houston Rockets select Jabari Smith Jr. from Auburn University.
How you feeling?
I think he's a home run. I think he's a layup pick for the Rockets.
Can you tell Houston Rockets fans what they are getting and why they should be excited?
You're getting a hard worker, competitor, somebody who don't like to lose. All I care about is that W. That's what y'all getting.
You said you were going to be the best dressed at the draft. Did you live up to the hype?
I see a lot of great suits here. Credit to our draft class, but I don't think I'd put anybody's suit over mine.
Washington, you can be on the cover? Yeah. Because there's nobody swaggier than me. Period.
I saw something on the inside. I need you to explain all of this to the viewers out there.
So this is basically what I do before every game, just calming myself down. On this side, this is when I play at home in Atlanta, so it means a lot to me.
Can we get a look at these shoes? Because these kicks, I'm feeling them. Kevin, I like these.
At the end of the day, it's an opinion. I feel like everybody here feels like they got the best suit.
People don't realize what it means to get your name called on draft.
The Detroit Pistons select Jaden Ivey from Purdue University. Marjon Beauchamp from the NBA G League's Team Ignite.
This right here is what it is all about.
Absolutely. Like, let it out. Let it out, young fella. This is about the journey.
And I work day in and day out to just get to this level.
This is a moment that I can only imagine that he has been thinking of, has been working toward for years.
God never gave up on me. Everything I had to go through, all the adversity and no one believing in me, it's just special. God's lives is going to change after tonight.
The young men have the chance to be among the next generation of stars in our league.
I knew the top 3 picks for the longest. I mean, I think really the first 10 draft picks were pretty expected, but like the last few weeks, I was like, okay, Jabari Smith is going to be #1 overall pick, and that didn't happen. So shout out to the Magic for shaking it up a little bit. Definitely was surprising to me.
Definitely. Shout out to. So yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think the Magic will regret passing up on Smith Jr. or Holmgren?
I don't think so. I think Paolo is very talented, and he's gonna I truly do believe Paolo's gonna come in and give like 10%, like you said in that video. Really, with all of these guys, man, Paolo, Jabari, Chet, I think all of them would have been a great pick for the Magic, regardless of the order, the outcome that happened. I'm interested to see how they set it up and the lineups that come with each team. But I don't think they'll regret it. I like Paolo's game, and I think he's just going to improve and work hard once he gets to Orlando.
It's just that, I mean, he can fit right along with what they got going on. They can space the floor pretty well already. They have Wendell Carter Jr. space the floor. Wagner had a pretty good season last season. The Magic. So they'll have a lot of floor spacers, right?
Yeah.
And he can attack. He can attack the side. Definitely a threat from the outside. He can create his own shot. He had about 600 points at Duke, right? Like a high score. So one thing he can do for you, he's definitely going to score.
Absolutely, he's athletic. He's got good size. I think Paolo Banchero 6'10", 250-ish. So I think that he'll be a great pickup, and he can play on the wing, play inside a little bit. I think he'll be fine with the Magic, and hopefully, they can build a strong sense of chemistry, a good team around them, and they make a push this year, at least for the playoffs. I mean,
yeah, shot over 52% from three in the NCAA tournament. So he's definitely a capable shooter in these pressurized moments. So he can do it. Either way, it's a good pickup. It was just pretty surprising. Everyone kind of assumed it's gonna be Jabari for sure, or Holmgren, but really Jabari.
Yeah,
and he was mad. He was mad that he wasn't picked. I don't blame him.
Oh man, you think he was mad for real? I don't know.
I think you. All right, listen. You saw the video too. I think he was mad.
I think he was
visibly upset, or was he like worried?
I mean, I wouldn't say worried, because at the end of the day, we all have heard, and this has been like going on for like the past couple of months, that it was going to be these three at least. So I don't think he was worried about like not getting drafted, at one of the top picks. I don't think that was a worry. I think he was just surprised, because to me it seemed like it was being solidified that Jabari Smith Jr. will be the number one pick for like the past 2 to 3 weeks leading up to the draft. I was like, oh, he's gonna be number one, and then it took Paolo, so I was like, oh. So I think he probably was having the same reaction, like, oh, probably being told by different people, different camps, whatever, like, oh, you're likely to be the number one pick. And then when it didn't happen, it was like, anticipation, just waiting. I think he was just like, oh, just had a kind of like a surprising reaction to it.
Apparently they knew who they wanted from the get-go. Surprising. It didn't work out with the team. And that's part of it too. Never worked out for the Magic.
Really?
Never did. There's a post interview, he talked about it. So he said the Magic did all the right things. They had interviews, he met the team, practice one. Typically before the draft, you have private workouts with the team that invites you. Yeah. And they didn't do it. So I think that's part of the reason why it was so surprising. They fooled everybody.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it works out. He's definitely set up for success. I think he'll definitely have a chance to have the ball in his hands a lot. So, yeah, I don't think. Listen, the Magic should not regret it.
Yeah.
Be proud of your pick. Don't regret it at all. So what you passed up on Jabari or Chet? It's all good to me. They should not have regretted at all.
Not at all.
They did. I mean, saying we were able to pick the best two after that. So my team is straight. No, we were good. Don't regret it.
Oh man, yeah. OKC, I'm sure they got their guy. Yeah, the Magic did fine.
They did okay.